very good morning to all of you on the track work for the 29th of February 2024. We have a couple of runners coming on track. One of them is a juvenile. Those who've still not had their final spurt will definitely have it today, because that would leave them with only, for some, there will be only one day between now and their races, which is on Saturday, our Invitation Cup Day 1, and for a few of them there would be 2 days. So ideally they generally keep about a gap of 2 days between the race run and their final spurt. But it does differ from horses to horses. It's really very hazy morning, I should say. I'm just so used to saying afternoon. It's just the current temperature is 22 degrees, and but the mist that is still hovering over the race course, making it a little colder than. There was a horse on view passing the, I think that was the 800, but then the camera is switched. That is the horse. We'll try and pick up the saddle cloth number. That looks like 335. I will tell you in a second what 335 is. Just coming past the 200. Track 61 is following 335. My track 61 which was falling 335, is Orway Mellow. Track 335 is Pizarro, who's going to line up for the Stayers Cup. Pizarro has already had a couple of starts in Calcutta. The juvenile I was speaking about is just coming into view. That's green saddlecloth 14. That's Lady Sunshine. Just coming past the 400 now. The grey is Lady Sunshine. Just there's another runner following Lady Sunshine. In fact, there are two runners following Lady Sunshine. Lady Sunshine just having a trot. The one in the red, I'll try and pick that out first. It's going to come into my view first. That's track 348, track 348, and track 287. 287 and 348. So I'll just let you know what they were. 348 is Fortune, 348 is Zukor, and I wrote it wrong. 348, 247. If that was 348 and 247, it was so 348 and 287. 287 was Zuccardi, and 348, as I told you, was Zukor. Had very easy workouts, both of them. Just at a trot. The sun is just coming out. Those two stepping on track is track 292, and the other one I couldn't quite catch. Let me write down 292, who's with the red vest. A bit. Track 63. Okay, they are all in red vest, so that's not going to be of any help to me with the red cap. So I'll have to wait for them to pass the 1,000 meters perhaps. That's green saddlecloth 74. Having a very easy work here. That would be Hermes. Now picking it up as a jockey on Hermes as it enters the last 600. Shaping nicely. The common canter into the last 500 now. I remember the last day Hermes was in the paddock and looked a little bit out of sort, but today the way I look at it on the screen looks much better. So these are juveniles, these are always growing and improving. That's a decent workout by Hermes, track 74 in the green. That's track 332. 332. I don't know what track 332 is. It's not on my list. I'm trying and downloading the track numbers one more time, so maybe it's been updated. Decent work. Track 332. Track 332 is Travailius. So Travailius was a contender in the AS Cup. Ran second in the Queen's Cup here to 3rd Avenue. There are a few of them just having those 4 horses which we were looking at early on. Out of them, few of them are working now. The one with the red vest. Yesterday, got a chance to speak to quite a few professionals. Some of the interviews are already on air, and we will be working on the rest of them and put them out as soon as we can. I'll not spill the beans on my own interviews. That's track 418 with the green cap. Track 418, just stepping onto the sand track, the outer sand track. There's a horse having a decent workout in the inner sand. Track 418 is Chopin, who's lining up in the major PK Mehra Memorial Super Mile. The one on my screen with the yellow t-shirt, that's I'll wait for it to turn. I think you're getting bored of my phrase, but that is track 392. Track 392. I'll tell you what 392 is in a moment. Track 392 is Kalamitsi, who's a runner in the Invitation Cup. Just having a trot. Just entering the last 400 Kalamitsi. Now picking up the pace slightly. Just going past the distant post. Beautiful view of the Calcutta skyline. That I think is the Himalayan building just beneath the sun. You can make out the mist that we have. You should have Chopin somewhere on the track if the cameras could pick it up. That's the view of the one of the many bun schools that we have. That I think is Chopin, just passing the 1400. That is Chopin. While we wait for Chopin to pass the 600, I was trying to pick out one of the runners just stepping onto the track. I missed it. Well, the sun is truly up, but once it gets strong, it really makes it very, very hard for me to keep looking onto the track, because the sun is really in my eye. And Chopin is having a very nice workaround. Goes past the 400 now. About to enter the home straight. I'll try and pick these two out. As the camera can continue focusing. 184. Okay, I missed the other one with the red jacket. That's track 11. I'll tell you what they are. And Chopin entering the last 200. The one with the red, Chopin had a very decent workout into the last 400. Really picked it up. The red with the gray with the red overalls. It looks like blue chip, unless it's a green saddlecloth. The one just ahead, track 187. That's Sea Eagle. The one coming past them on the outside. That's I couldn't pick it out. That was 90 to end with, but I don't know what was the digit in front. So I'll try and tell you once goes past me the winning post. Just behind them we have Sea Eagle, who's in the yellow cap. This one is the jockey's feet were obscuring it. That's 415 on my screen. I'll try and focus on that. 415. That's 415 would be Fancy Nancy. Just entering the last 200. Fancy Nancy. Travel with plenty in hand is Fancy Nancy. The gray I was trying to pick out is just on my screen. Track 341. Track 341 would be Opus 1, just going past the 1000 meters. The jockey going very easy on Opus 1. passes the 600. Almost at the center of your screen, that's the beautiful Victoria Memorial. And on the left, the tall thing sticking out, the skyscraper, that's called the 42, the tallest building, at least in the eastern part of India. That will give you an idea the visibility that I have from my commentary box. So binocs are really of no use to me. Generally the TV cameras have those filters and those special options to really improve the images. There's a decent work coming our way, passing the 1400. Track 389. Track 389 is De Villiers. De Villiers is one of the runners during the weekend, and lines up for the. I'm just checking through the list. major PK Mara Memorial Cup is the Mount of P. Trevor. And is the last 200 now, the Villiers. Move with plenty in hand, the Villiers. This is one of the auxiliary gates that we have, which is placed for the jump outs, the gate practices, horses which are unruly or their gate certificates are starting stall certificates are revoked. They need to be passed by the starter, and that's from where they have to jump out generally in the mornings. The two coming our way past the 1400. I'll try and pick them out one by one. Track 195 is Destroyer. Just having a decent workout. Moving with plenty in hand. This passes 1,000 meters. The second one will be track 87. I'll tell you what track 87 is. Destroyer is on the right of your screen in the split screen image. And track 87 is 1,000 words. Passing the 600 is Destroyer. He runs the super mile with P.S. Chauhan there to guide him. Sporting rather well is Destroyer into the last 400, picking up the pace ever so gradually, but definitely now running almost in full bore. Those who will come to Calcutta will get a chance to look at this horse up close and personal, and you are definitely going to be impressed with the way Destroyer looks. Destroyer has traveled, so a lot of you might have seen him race. He's traveled and raced in both Bangalore and Hyderabad, and he had a win in Bombay as well. So the other runner which should be picked up soon should be 1,000 words. Thousand was just passing the 300, moving very easy. It was a easy work for 1000 words, just went past the winning post. It's one of the juveniles track. Is that 77? It looks like 77 to me. 77 would be Mother's Grace. Another nice looking work coming our way. This is just passing the 1200. Seven. The 278. Track 278. It's Prince Abir. Just trying to check entering the last 400 now is Prince Abir. On the right of your screen, that's Prince Abir. Just passing the 1000 meters. On the left of your screen, Prince Abir had a easy work. That's track 354. Track 354. If the camera can stay with the second horse, I can pick up the number. That's 191. I'll tell you what they are. 191 would be good tip. 354, which is just passing the 800. That's Diamond Rain. Both having very easy workouts. Diamond Rain just passing the 500. The one who's picking it up is Good Tip, ever so slightly. Should join Diamond Rain as they approach the last 200. Has been eased up as they pass the bend. The one in front is Diamond Rain. The one following Diamond Rain, that's Good Tip. Good Tip on the Calcutta Fillies Trial Stakes. This is the runner that we were looking at early on. Was that Mother's Grace? It looks like Mother's Grace to me. Track 77 in the green. This is Mother's Grace, just passing the 1000 meters. Entering the home straight now is Mother's Grace. I'll try and pick these other runners out. That's 56 in green. Okay. That's Mother's Grace on your screen. Really spurting out well into the last 200 meters, picking it up. It's a decent workout for Mother's Brain, at least in the last 400. The jockey really rode it out. That's track 83. Track 56 green. That's track number 1 in green. So that's track 83 green. That's the first one coming your way. I don't have that on my screen, on my page. Track 56 would be Trahila. Very impressed with the way Trahila won her first start. And track 1 with the green saddlecloth, that's Main Street. The one now coming in view with the sheepskin noseband, that's track 388. Track 388. Moon's Blessing. Just passing these 600 now is Moon's Blessing. This is the mount of Fanny Norton in the Suresh Mahindra Multi-Million, which is a great true affair. He's the winner of a last start. Will run in the famous colors, which is given as horses like Hall of Grace, Sir Cecil, and the farm has given us the greatest horse ever in the country, Elusive Pimpernel. It's 187. 187 is just passing the 1100. Track 187 would be, I'll tell you in a minute. I'll just scroll down to, remember that's okay, that's 187 is Sea Eagle. Passing the 800 is Sea Eagle. The one which is approaching the 1000 now is track 196. Track 196 would be Golden Oaks. Sea Eagle just passing the 400. Sea Eagle just passing the 800. It's a very decent workout coming up for Golden Oaks. On the left of your screen, on the right, that's Sea Eagle, who's spurting easy, and entering the home straight is Golden Oaks. I'm just trying to see through the card. My memory isn't that great. That's 256. 256. That's Golden Oaks on your screen now. A very decent workout. Spotted out well. 256. The one which you will see next would be White Roses, unless they have changed the focus to another horse. It's really hard for me to pick them out. 256 is White Roses. So this is the other runner going past 1000 meters. It's 256 with the red jacket. And just when I was trying to pick out the number, the camera cut out the images. So entering the last 300 now is the White Roses, and spotting out very well is White Roses. Very impressive work. Let's track 2, 3. I want to say 9 or 3, 3. I'm not sure. The one passing the horse. I hope the camera stays with this horse, with the one in front, because I can pick up the saddle cloth number and tell you what that is. That's track 402. Track 402. And let's pick out the second one as well, because I didn't get a clear view. That's track 233. Okay, I'll tell you what they are. Track 233, which is running in the rear, that's Rhapsody in green. And track 402, which is just entering the last 200 meters, spurting out well, is Fortunate Son. The one on your right screen, that's Fortunate Son, went past the winning post. And Rhapsody in green is just ambling past the 100 meters. Easy workout for Rhapsody in green. This horse seems to be sporting well. I'll tell you the number in a bit. (103). Track number 103 would be Soul Music. One of my personal favorite horses is Soul Music. Tiny little filly, but runs her heart out each time. She weighs in at about 350 kilos, around that. At the way she gallops, Entering the last 300 now is soul music. He's past the 200 mark, and he's still moving rather attractively. Another one on my screen that's looks like 402, but my sleep pattern has been so badly changed around that my brain is working only part of it. I thought I called, no, that's 412. So yeah, Ashwa Morocco. 412 is Ashwa Morocco. Is going past the 600. A runner in the Sprinters Cup is Ashwa Morocco, who's the ride of Hindu Singh. It's nice to have Hindu Singh back in town. I saw a few posts on Twitter. I think he won a few races yesterday in Madras, and he's been a champion jockey in Calcutta. So wishing him all the best. As Ashwa Morocco just passing the 400. Pace picking up slightly. That's an easy workout for Ashwa Morocco. The jockey now letting the thoughts go on your screen past the 1200. Picking up speeds ever so slightly. As he passes the 1000 meters, I'll pick out the saddle cloth number and tell you what that is. You can keep a track of most of the runners are on the ticker on the screen. That gets updated. Let's track passing the 1,000 meters. Let's track 1. Now that's just 66. That's just 66. So I think the ticker is going to beat me to this one. Passing the 800 now is track 66. Track 66 is Bundle of Charm. So Bundle of Charm will soon be at the home straight. This is cleared up mostly, but still near the far end of this track where I generally get to pick them out. Still very hazy. The one on your right of your screen is Bundle of Charm. On the left, the jockey wearing predominantly the red jacket. Is that track 1, 8? Is that 3? Saras Bhatti. So track. That could be Merope. That's track 183 is Merope. Had a few niggles, but then she looks to be fit and well again to come back and run her best once again. She was a wonder filly. One time, one of the best horses, perhaps one of maybe top 10 horses, juveniles in the country. She was winning races and ran very close to Jamari in one of the races in Bangalore. Just entering the last 400 now is Merope on your screen. On your right screen, that's Merope. I hope the camera stays with the sauce on the left. I need to pick out the saddle cloth number. Merope entering the last 200 and having easy workout. Merope. This is track 419. Track 419. Track 419 would be Democracy, who runs in the Sprinters Cup. Is the mount of C. Umesh. Merope just going past. That's track 339. Track 339. One seer just went past us. The one on your right screen, that's Democracy. Still moving with plenty in hand. On the right picture, that's track 390. I'll tell you what track 390 is. Sorry about that one runner we totally missed. That was track 390 is You Can. Just entering the last 200 meters is You Can. Perhaps named after the Yukon Valley. I'll just pick up the track number, then I need to do a change of battery on my headset, and I'll be off air for a minute or so. Let's track moving with plenty in hand. Track number 362. I'll tell you what track 362 is. Track 362 would be dynamic force. I'll just be off air for a minute. Check, check, 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. We had a technical issue, and we had Magnite working in between. You are also entering the home straight. This is track 353. That's track 352, I should say. Track 352 is Prague. I'll try and tell you what Prague is running. Let's track 194. I'll come back to that. This is Prague on your picture, entering the last 400, having an easy workout. The other runner, track 194, that would be Pleroma. This is Prague on your screen. Very handy. Goes past the winning post now. That's track 273. Track 273. You should see Pleroma next, but then track 273 is Speculator. That's track 3. Okay, they're still focusing on Prague. It's 194 just went past us. Pleroma. Should have Speculator on our screen. 406 and 291. I'll tell you what they are. 406, this is the white cap, is the one with the black cap, that's Vijaya Falcon, and 406 just a minute, and Ironclad. Speculator just going past the winning post, and these two, that's Ironclad and Vijaya Falcon, that's Speculator on your screen. These two are Vijaya Falcon and Ironclad. Your Ironclad, who's in the rail. It's a decent workout. On the outside there was Vijaya Falcon. Let's track this one decent workout coming past us now. That's track, looked like 395 to me. Maybe the camera didn't pick it up. 395 was Isn't She Beautiful? Worked very well. This is 411. Stunning Force just went past us. The one which went ahead of Stunning Force there was Isn't She Beautiful? Had a very, very nice workout. Wasn't extended but was moving attractively. This is 214. 214 is in the fluorescent jacket. I'm just making notes, so when I pick them out later I'll try and spot the correct horse. And this looks like 188. 188. 214 Truth was ridden out but spurted well. This is track 76, which just passes the winning post. That's Horace the Great. Had a decent workout, spurted well. Truth is a runner in the Stayers Cup. Another runner coming our way on the right of your screen. Track 188. Track 188 is Clifford. Track 267. That's 267 is Mr. Perfect. Clifford had a decent workout. Wasn't pushed, just worked on the bit. They should be Mr. Perfect. Let me try and pick these two out. They're perhaps going to have a slight duel. Passing the 1000 meters. That's track 15 and green saddlecloth 5. So I'll tell you what they are. Let me try and tell you the. This is Mr. Perfect on your screen. Green saddlecloth 5 is No Mitzi, and just track 15 is Ganadora. Mr. Perfect entering the last 100 meters. Ganadora, who's towards the inside of the sand track, which would on your screen be on the right. On the outside, that was Ganadora. The camera could do well to pick them out. This is they are into the last 200 meters. The one who is ahead, that's No Mitzi, and Ganadora is about 5 lengths behind. Both spotted well. The camera could just focus on the two runners passing the 2400, just behind these runners that you have, just on the left. You could do well with picking up these two saddlecloth numbers. Not on your right, left. 2200. That's it. The one on the right, these two, yes. If you can just check the numbers out. That's a little too late. I think that's. Now I need to wait till 1000 meters. So 3, 4, 1 was it? I'll try and be in 300, so it's easy for me to tell you what at least one of them is. 341 wouldn't be it because we already saw Opus 1 work. So track 381. There's another runner coming just behind it. If the camera can stay there. Yeah. 381 is Royal Mysore. You could use a split screen and maybe focus one camera over here, one at the 1000. Royal Mysore is spurting well. Still moving on the bit. Now showing out into the last 200 meters is Royal Mysore. Passes the winning post. Decent workout for Royal Mysore. Another runner coming past the 400. No, that's just these are the one at the back is very keen with the orange helmet. Passing the 1200, the green cap. I'll try and tell you what the number are. And the one with the orange cap still moving a little bit keenly. Has come on even keel now. Let's track 337. And if the camera can stay with the second horse, just I want to pick up the number for that one. Let's track 340. I'll tell you what they are. 340 would be Montelina, and 337. Didn't I say Hall of Grace or Hall of Grace? Okay, it's Hall of Grace. Montelina. This is Hall of Grace on your screen with the green cap. Entering the last 300 as Hall of Grace. This is track 340, which is Montelina. Hall of Grace passing the 200, moving on the bit. Easy workout. This is Montelina on your screen. That's track 340. That's track 393. Track 393. Track 393 would be Philosophy. Just passing the 800 is Philosophy. She lines up for the Major P.K. Mehra Memorial Super Mile. Finally won last two starts after being a little bit off the boil. She had won the Phillies Championship Stakes in 2022. That's Philosophy. Going to be ridden by Anthony Rajes. I'll try and pick these two numbers out. The one on the right of your screen, that's Jamari with the Trevor on board. The other one is 417. That's 417 would be Chamonix. Chamonix would line up for the Stayers Cup, and Jamari has done nothing wrong so far. Runs a heart out. Still moving easy into the last 800. The one with the white cap, that's Trevor on board. That's Jamari. On your left, the Chamonix is with the blue cap. They're just entering the last 400. Now they're spurting out well. Chamonix, Jamari. Jamari just by a nose. Towards the end, Chamonix picked up and they had a decent workaround. I spoke to Percy Schroff yesterday about Jamari's work, and I was asking him. She's not really had a very fast gallop so far. He was telling me she doesn't really like to work very hard. She's a filly which requires very minimum work, easy work, but she's nonetheless a tremendous horse to see once the race is on. I'll try and pick these two out while I was focusing on Jamari. This is track 74. Track 74, and the other one is track 72. I'll tell you what they are. Track 74, 72. Track 72 would be track 72 is Dubai Dunes. Track 74 is Dubai Star. Just passing the 100 meters. Dubai Star was by about 3 lengths to Dubai Dunes. The one following them, that's you don't need to guess. That's Juliet. We missed Juliet totally. It was Juliet had a decent workaround. This was her final spurt. Track 373. Juliet. It was a decent work for Juliet. I don't know if our second cameras picked it up. I don't know if we have any recording for it, but she worked rather briskly. I know I've been asked to use a lot of racing phrases, which to be honest, I'm not that. My vocabulary for racing terms, like, is a little muffled. Okay, this horse is coming into home straight. That's in the red jacket. I'll tell you what it is. Decent work coming up. The one on my left, this is track 21. I'll tell you what track 21 is. I'm focusing on track 21. Spotted out well. Track 331. I think that was it. Track 21 would be Stockbridge. Decent workout for Stockbridge. And this one, which is just passing the 500. That's track 331. I'll tell you what 331 is. Life is Good. Entering the last 400 now as Life is Good. Very easy. L- Let's try 331. Life is good. Just going past the winning post. Easy workout for life is good. There's a runner passing the 1400, the one on your screen. Looks like another one from Mr. Patrick Quinn's yard. Track 1, 9. Looks like 1, 9. European 199, that's Black Eagle. Going past the 800, easy. Enters the last 400, picking up slightly. Move freely into the last 200 now. Shaping nicely. Black Eagle already given very good account for himself as a Black Eagle. The runner with the predominantly orange jacket on screen. It could be ahead of my time. I think that's track 374. Lines up for the Suresh Mahindra Multi-Million, which is a grade 2 over 1400 meters. That is track 374. I just double check 374 is ahead of my time. Very versatile horse. It's, the pedigree of this horse would have suggested it would have been a track sprinter, but definitely has not been averse over longer distances. Has picked up the Guineas ahead of my time, and is here in Bombay, the Indian Classic. This is a race that definitely puts you down in the memory, in the history books. Entering the last 300 is ahead of my time and spurting out nicely. The one on your left screen, the jockey wearing the red, maroon, and that's ahead of my time. Really went full speed into the last 200 meters or so. Decent final workout for ahead of my time. The one now coming into view looks like Nikhil Naidu on board. That's track 382. Let me jot it down. 382 in case there's another runner behind. Siege Courageous, and Siege Courageous runs in the Sprinters Cup. Is to be ridden by Vivek G, who's done some fantastic, ridden some fantastic races in down south. The one on the left screen, I'll try and pick out that saddlecloth number. Siege Courageous, just entering the last 200, and the one on my left. I hope the camera stays with this. I need to pick out the saddlecloth number. This is track 396. Track Siege Courageous, just entering the last 50. Easy, a good workout. And 392 is the that's Grand Par. I think that's 396. I'll just pick them out once passes the 396. That's Grand Par. Grand Par is to going easy into the last 300 is Grand Par, who's on your screen. Runs the last race on Sunday, the Royal Western India Turf Club Million. The Madras Race Club Million, I should say, beg your pardon, will be the mount of D.S. Deora. These both look like juveniles to me. I'll try and be in the green saddlecloth. That's having very easy work here, both of them. Track 27, track 28, track 27, which is in the blue cap, is Aurum. Track 28 is Queen of the Stars. So
They're just entering the last 600. Aurum and Queen of the Stars. Going very easy. Now the pace is picking up slightly for these two. Enter the last 300 now. Aurum and Queen of the Stars. Aurum is the one on the right of your screen. In fact, the left of your screen is Aurum. My phone is not unlocking. On the right of your screen is Queen of the Stars. The runner on the sand track, the outer sand track on your screen now, passing the 2000. We'll stay with him because I don't see any other horses on track apart from this runner. We have a few runners, of course, on the inner sand, but it's a little difficult to pick them out because the way the cameras are placed. And sometimes most of the serious work happens on the outer sand, so it's not really worth creating the confusion. The temperature is picking up with every few minutes. I'll tell you what the current temperature in Calcutta is. It's at 23 degrees, but it feels much warmer. Maybe because I'm sitting right in front under the sun, which is really at its full glory. We have a couple of other runners stepping onto the sand track past the Derby start at 2,400 meters, and the other runner which went past the 2,200 was on our screen. I can't pick it out. It should be somewhere around the 1,800. I'll try and jot down these numbers. Once I get them. There's a runner past the. It's very hard to tell because it looks like there's a runner at 600, but it could be in the inner sand because with the binocs I can't really tell much. I think this was the runner we were looking at, just passing the 1600 now. We have quite a few horses coming onto the outer sand, so we should have some action coming your way shortly. This one is really going off. It reminds you of an aeroplane getting ready for takeoff. That halt, and then the jockey starts to just let the horse know that it's about to go for a gallop. Reminds me of the legendary call by the late commentator Mr. Harish on Mystical. I think that was a Sunleja in Bangalore, I'm not sure. I tried searching for the video where he said the Concorde has shot up the runway. That is something when we were very new into racing, and it was something we all fondly remember, at least I do. Speaking of commentators, we will be having a special guest commentator coming in, someone I really look up to, and I wouldn't spill the beans on it. And we have our in-house legend, Mr. Cyrus Madden. This is track 268. Track 268. Track 268, which was on my screen, which is on my screen still. That's 268 would be Super Stella. Hasn't really picked up. They're still taxiing, and passing the 600 very easy. Track 268 is Super Stella. These two look to be track. Sorry for mumbling to myself and just trying to pick out the saddle cloth numbers. This first horse is really keen. Super Stella just ambling past the winning post now. The first one with the red cap, that's track 67, which should be Celtic Harlequin. Track 67 and track 78. Track 78 is Italian Gold. So Celtic Harlequin and Italian Gold. Celtic Harlequin is leading, and Italian Gold is track 78. Celtic Harlequin definitely a little keen, and now the jockey lets it go and almost brushes the hedges as passes the 400, takes the turn. It's a very sharp turn in Calcutta, even for the outer sand. And it's some of the jockeys have told me that it's a perpetual turn, starts at 1000 meters, doesn't end until you enter the home straight. So this is Celtic Harlequin on your screen. That's track 67. And the other one, I just missed it. So that's Celtic Harlequin. Had a decent workout. The one following Celtic Harlequin, track 78, is Italian Gold. I'll try and pick up the other runner, which was at the 1000 meters, and once it passes the 400, I should be a little wiser about the saddle cloth number, and I'll tell you the corresponding horse name. Passing the 600, if the camera could focus there at the 600 bend, yeah. That's track 376, track 376, passing the 400 now. Tell you what track 376 is. Track 376 is Star Prosperity, having a easy workout. We have about half an hour's track work time left. That's how long the track will be open. But if I don't see many horses coming my way, I perhaps will sign off a few minutes earlier than that. And Star Prosperity just went past the winning post. Easy workout for Star Prosperity. The two on my screen, on the right of your screen, I'll try and pick out the saddle cloth numbers. They're just passing the 1400. The first one with the white cap is passing the 1000 now. That's track 201. Track 201. And that's the other one is a juvenile with green saddle cloth 23. I'll tell you what they are. The one on your right of your screen, that's track 201. Track 201 would be, in a moment, a Savvy Chick, and this is track 416. So we have a few runners. Savvy Chick is track 201. 416 would be is King's Retreat, and this is this is Savvy Chick on your screen, and the juvenile with track number 23 is Phenomenal Lady. So the one on your screen now is Savvy Chick. The one which is moving on the right of your screen, that should be King's Retreat. This is Savvy Chick. Savvy Chick just went past the winning post, followed by Phenomenal Lady, about a distance separating them. And soon we should have King's Retreat on our screen, who's entering the last 200. Brisk work for King's Retreat. Nice looking specimen. This is a green saddle cloth with 76, I think. If that is what I think it is, that should be Global Influence, but I need to be a little sure because I am very passing the 400, having a decent work. That is Global Influence. 2 from 2 in Calcutta. Global Influence scheduled to start in one of the races. Sporting very well as Global Influence into the last 300. And that's a decent workout. It's still hard held, but worked briskly. We have a few runners passing the 2000, and I think I can see one at the 1600. These are the two I was speaking about. Just taking the first turn at the 1600. They'll be soon at the back stretch. Looks like, hope the camera focuses on both. I need to pick both saddle cloth numbers out. One is the turn at the, one is a green saddle cloth, that is 33, and the other one is 35 with the ticker 368 and saddle cloth green. So I'll tell you what they are. Saddle cloth green with 33, that's white winged dove, and 368 would be, 368 is hoping sky. So one on the right of your screen, that's a hoping sky with a blue cap, that's a white winged dove. They're having an easy workout into the home straight. I'll try and pick these two out as well. So passing the 105 and 8, I don't know, 103, I'm not sure what the second one is, the one on the right. Okay. Just passing the winning post now is white winged dove, and hoping sky. These two are entering the home straight. I should be a little wiser now. It's track number 103 and 105. Well, the jockey's legs are guarding the one of the numbers, so it's a little hard to tell, but I'll tell you what 103 is, and let's hope that is what the horse, that wouldn't be Soul Music. Soul Music has already worked. So 105 is Sun God, and the other one, once the jockey passes my view, I should be a little wiser. That is 403. That's 403 and 105 is Sun God. 403 would be Douglas. This runner now on my screen, that's track number, passing the 1000. So Douglas and Sun God just worked before this. This is track 206. Track 206 is Lucky 9. On the right of your screen, that's Lucky 9. I'll try and tell you the number for the one on my left. Looks like one of the horses from young Aman Hussein's ward. This track 370, that's 370 should be Divine Thoughts. That is indeed from Aman Altaf Hussein's ward. 370 is Divine Thoughts. Very easy workout for Lucky 9, who's on your screen now. Next, we should have Divine Thoughts, who's also having a very easy work. On the right is Divine Thoughts. I'll try and pick these two out once they go past the 1000. We're still moving hard held past the 1000 meters. Divine Thought just entering the home straight. This is track 185 and 106. I think that's 185 would be 3rd Avenue. If that is indeed one, no, I don't have 106, that would be some other number. So Divine Thoughts now spurting out well into the last 400. Really picking up the pace. The one on my screen now is 3rd Avenue. Contender in the Queen's Cup. I'm not any wiser about the second runner. It wouldn't be 103 because it's already had a work this morning, so I need to wait for the horse to pass my view past the winning post, and I can tell you. The one on your screen on the right, that's 3rd Avenue, having a decent workout. And the one just behind 3rd Avenue, it could be. Is that 386? I'm not sure. Well, if it is 386, what would that be? 386. That wouldn't be 386. I'm sorry, I couldn't catch the number because the jockey's leg was covering the first digit. I can take some guesses. It could be. So this is 266. 266. 266 is Palcha. Having an easy work into the home straight is Palcha. I'll try and watch the replay on YouTube and try and figure out what that saddlecloth was, and perhaps if I can pause somewhere and I can tell you what it was. The internet connectivity is not the best here. The images on my screen on the mobile is really blurry. Palcha on your screen was, this is another horse which is just passing the 1400. Palcha just this is a green saddlecloth number 81. Green saddlecloth 81. I wasn't any wiser looking into the replay because it showed me the same thing which I was seeing. So track 81 and the green is Chivalric Falcon. Just entering the last 600 is Chivalric Falcon. Entering the last 400 now is Chevalier Falcon. Going very easy. Last 200 coming up for Chevalier Falcon. Just passing the distance post now. It was an easy work for Chevalier Falcon. Try and pick out this number. Track 203. Fortune Warrior. Jockey Afzal Khan on board, and Fortune Warrior just going past the 1000 meters now. And the board is showing 8. That's just the first turn. Now passes the 800. Having an easy workout here is Fortune Warrior. Entering the last 500 now, Fortune Warrior. Pace is picking up slightly for Fortune Warrior. Enters the last 300. Still moving very much on the bit, hard held. This is easy work for Fortune Warrior. We're almost coming to the end of the day's workout. We don't have many horses coming our way, but we'll wait for a while and see if anything comes out, and we'll cover that. So that's it. We will call it a day. Thank you for tuning in. Those who have already tuned in and who would watch the replay, I ask for your forgiveness for any mistakes. But then I hope this has been something new, something which you have enjoyed. So take care, have a good day, and those who are coming to the races, I hope you have a lovely time.